Hi everyone, I'm here gonna show you guys how to make a multimedia notebook with 90-pound sulfite weight paper that's 9 by 12. This was made with a piece of just sulfite paper for the cover, decorated how I felt like doing it the other day, just for the fun of it. You can also use scrapbook paper cut to 9 by 12 size, which is what I'm going to be using for this demonstration. You also are going to need 4 sheets of the sulfite paper. Any more, and you're kind of going to be pushing your luck because the sulfite paper is thicker, like double thickness of copy paper. Because with copy paper, I can do 8 or 9 sheets of paper. With the sulfite, I wouldn't do more than 5. I'm doing 4 just to make it easier on everyone that's going to be following this tutorial. So let me turn around the camera and let's begin. Okay, so as I said, we have this scrapbook paper cut to 9 by 12. So you fold that in half, set it aside. Then you take your paper, make sure that it's folded in half as evenly as you can get it. Let me zoom out a little bit. Then you're going to take your cover and tuck your sheet of paper into your cover. If you want to make it really flat, you could use like a bone folder or a credit card to like really get this crease flat. I'm showing you without all the fancy stuff as best I can. Except for the one tool that I can't live without, which is my awl.
Oh, look at that. You figured it out.
I'm using a bookbinder's awl. You can also use an ice pick or a thick needle with a cork on the back. Anyway, but I will be using my awl because I don't have any of the other things. So you start with poking a hole in the middle away from yourself at a 90-degree angle. So as you can see, it kind of just pops right out the back. And then you're going to make a hole near the bottom, in between the bottom and the top, bottom and the middle. Then you're going to do, sorry, I'm going to flip it over. The same thing here, near the bottom, and then the middle of the bottom and the middle. You're going to want these 5 holes because this paper is thick and you want it to stay together. And then you set it aside. That's all the awl is needed for. It's very little work. So trying to get something that will work for you is probably for the best. I'm going to be using a straight needle and waxed thread, waxed cotton thread. You can use any embroidery thread that you have laying around or thread in general, like sewing thread, doubled over and waxed with a candle. You don't have to buy pre-waxed thread. You're going to want 3 lengths, 2.5 to 3 lengths of it. I'm going for 3 because I like to make a little bow. With my thread, and I happen to have wax thread on hand because I do this a lot of bookbinding. I'm using a straight needle. If you have a curved needle, those also work, but a thick straight needle is for the best. Okay. Then you go through the middle hole till you have about that much thread left over. And you're going to go up the middle, the hole that's just the next hole down. You're going to go up, and then you're going to go down the bottom hole. Now I'm going to flip it over so you can see the other side. Oh, I should not have picked white thread, you guys. I am so freaking sorry. You go through that hole, just up the next one, and then if your thread gets tangled, just untangle it. It's all good. That happens a lot. Now we are going to skip the middle. Instead of going down the middle hole, we're going to skip the middle hole and we're going to go down the next hole.
You already said that.
And pull it tight. Go up the next one. Go down the next one. Go up the middle one. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. Go up the middle one on the other side of the thread so that this thread is going to be like, toss the needle aside and don't lose it. Obviously, I see I still have too much thread, but you'd rather have too much than too little at this point. So, because you want to tie the knot on, straddling that middle thread. And then you tie a bow if you can. I unsuccessfully did not tie a bow, but I'm still going to double knot it because it kind of looks decorative-ish. It's white thread, so people aren't going to really see it or care about it. Anyway, and that is how you get a multimedia thing. I will be including a diagram I have. See, it's just one little bow with two little strings, which is a little weird. I will be including the diagram I have of that. And as I said, if you want to just decorate a piece of sulfite paper that's the same size as the paper that you're binding, that works too. All of my samples other than that are done with scrapbooking paper because I literally just thought of that after I made these. And I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below.